That's funny.
They're shooting again.
Yeah, right. I'm like, here we go. What a way to start, though. Hey, guys. Listen, episode 46. You might hear the Northern Regional at the gun range tonight, so thank goodness to them we support them. But it's good to see everyone. You know, turkey. I don't know how to make the turkey noise. I guess I'll have to get that down. It's cranberry time, right? So did you know 40 pounds of cranberries is what's going to be needed for everybody? But we're excited about it. If you could please share this, drop your town. So I have a question. If, you know, I don't want to waste it. We don't want to waste anything at all. So if you really do like cranberries, can you drop a 1 tonight? It's cranberry night. If you could drop a 1 and let us know if you like cranberries. I love cranberries. And I think we have a secret recipe. I'm not sure. Pastor Joel might have turned us on to a secret recipe. But we want to thank everyone. Behind the Tool Belt is just a fun way to be able to represent the community, the trades, a lot of things. What it's like to be an entrepreneur, what it's like to work for a winning team, a winning culture, to come into the door, to look back at the car, the truck you drove in, and to stay longer because you're part of something that's greater. You know, these are the things. That's why we're a part of this, and we're blessed to be a part of TC Backer Construction and Horizon Lawns, and everything Horizon Lawns does, and that whole team, you know, amazing, from mailboxes to sod to grading to fences to decks to trees to shrubs to cleanup. I mean, amazing. You know, there's no job too big or too small. The best thing is one call takes care of it all. 3, 2, 1, get her done. Mm-hmm. You know, these are the ways you contact them. If you're looking for a career, contact them. If you say, listen, I'd really like to learn the trades. I know I'm 18, or I know I'm 20, or I know I'm 50, or I know I'm 60. I don't know what your situation is, but I like the culture. I want to be a part of this. I see myself as an estimator, as a salesperson, as a gutter man, a gutter woman, a roofer, a window, right? Like, you know, I'm not afraid of heights. I like all the energy and the giving you do. Then contact them. Get on their list. They might not need you today because they have people on the list, but one day, if you're on the list, guess what? The squeaky wheel gets the oil, and that's the beautiful thing. So we're going to talk about Horizon. We're going to talk about the service area. We're going to talk about the 21 Turkey Salute, which is the day before Thanksgiving, from 3 to 6 at Penn and Market at Union Church. We're going to talk about we need sugar, cups. If you think we need something and we haven't talked about it, let us know. And then at the end, we'll make sure we shout everybody out. And of course, we're going to be live that day. It's a Wednesday, so we're going to be live. And good to see everybody tonight.
Yeah, man.
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, take it away.
Gloomy day today.
Yeah. Turkey Day out there today.
Yeah.
See, it feels like it's turkey time, doesn't it?
It's getting there. The leaves are falling. The leaves are changing color. The cool, rainy, drizzly breezes in the air, and yeah, it's getting there. We're getting close to about 2 more weeks.
Drive slow though. It's real. Like, I left in plenty of time. I know y'all did, so no one has to rush. But it's dangerous roads with the leaves out there and the rain. And a little foggy out there because the weather's a little weird, a little warm.
Yeah.
But beautiful. Don't we live in a beautiful area?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've watched the leaves change, and the last one, the maples and the oaks are holding on to the leaves.
Yep.
They're the last ones to hold on to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The big old tough ones.
Yep.
Yep.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
but I've watched it just from running. You know, you watch all these trees and these reds and these yellows. What a beautiful community we live in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
for
take
sure,
it away,
for
man.
sure.
I'm going to do some sharing. Thanks. Great to be here. Episode 46.
That's right.
Behind the Tool Belt.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Victor, thanks for everything you do, man. Great job.
Yes, sir.
And a shout out to Tina, praying for her to get better. And I know there's been some birthdays. Ricky, I know Ricky Day had a birthday.
We had quite a few birthdays.
man.
Mackenzie's birthday was Saturday.
Yeah,
Rocket's birthday was on Monday.
Yeah.
Ricky's was recent. Who else? I feel like there was a lot of people. I should have wrote it down.
So any anniversaries or accomplishments, I feel like I've seen a lot of that stuff going along.
Yeah, me too.
So anyone that's had any
Anniversaries.
anniversary, they bought a house, a lot of house buying going on. So congratulations to everyone that's bought a house.
Yeah, man.
A truck, a house, a gift, a great Christmas, a great Thanksgiving, some extra giving. Because at the end of the day, when you get to that point, you actually can start. I mean, you can actually give at any point. and you really have to. But the give gets even greater.
Yeah,
that's what I say. The give just gets greater.
Right.
Yeah. The impact gets more.
It just keeps getting gooder. And
Yeah,
gooder.
And
real quick, I want to shout out my buddy Brian. He just started up his own venture. It's called Natural Glow, and what he does all natural, organic hair products. If anyone is interested in any of that kind of stuff, any barbers out there want to stock their shops up with that kind of stuff, he's in my chat right now. So I want to shout him out real quick. Shoot me a message and I'll get you guys connected. He has great products for all types of hair.
Awesome. Good stuff. I love it when people.
So support local business.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about. That's straight local business.
Yeah.
He has a really good story. Maybe someday he would like to hop on the show. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
So that's a good point. If somebody wants to get on the show, they should contact you.
Yeah.
You have to really, with this day and age, it's hard not to get
It's
a hold of
hard not to be able to get a hold of me.
Facebook Messenger is
Facebook
easy if
Messenger,
you're watching the show. But
my cell phone number's all over the place. You can reach out to us with the shop. You can hit Ty's inbox, Victor's inbox, Shane, myself,
any of us, Lauren, Drew,
and anyone
Dave,
TC Backer, man, really,
anyone.
But so episode 46 today, we have His Holiness Pastor Joel here. I've been waiting all afternoon.
Yeah,
I've been waiting all afternoon, Joel.
There you go.
Your Holiness.
There you go.
I'm really excited about you being here. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What's going on? What's happening?
Just background on me, I guess. I grew up in Gettysburg area and went to high school there at Gettysburg, went to seminary in Gettysburg. Had my first call at a Lutheran church in Mechanicsburg, and now here I am, been here 6 years, a little over 6 years at Union Lutheran Church here in York City.
Nice.
I got a 8 and a 10-year-old. My daughter, my 8-year-old, she loves to do Irish dance and color and build things and Legos. My son, who's 10, loves to do baseball and basketball and just awesome things going on there. My wife, she's one of the true heroes. She's a York City School District teacher. And I just want to shout out to all the city school district teachers and teachers everywhere. They really are heroes right now, trying to figure out how to, educate and take care of our kids while pandemic is raging on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well said, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So now you're at the Union Lutheran Church there off of 24 South Penn Street. So what are you known for? Or what do you want to be known for, I guess?
I think a big thing for us at Union is that we are, a congregation that is community focused. We focus on serving, loving our neighbors, and of course, focused around following Christ. Our welcome statement, we have a welcome statement that I always try to share as much as possible, because I think in a lot of ways it sets us apart from a number of other congregations. And so, if you appease me, here's our welcome statement. So we at Union Lutheran Church believe we are called to share the good news of Jesus with our neighbors as we continue to grow together in Christ. We welcome everyone seeking God's love and grace to participate fully, no matter what you look like, where you're from, whom you love, how much money you have, or whatever other labels we use to divide ourselves. We welcome all gender identities, gender expression, sexual orientation, ages, races, abilities, and socioeconomic statuses, because God welcomes all, and our unity is in Jesus Christ. So that's really what we try to get out there to everybody, that we want to be a congregation that includes people, not just welcomes you and says you can come in and sit there and do what we do and just kind of plug in, but a congregation that truly wants to include everybody and all the gifts and diversity and everything they can bring, that trusting that together we grow stronger.
Awesome. Good stuff.
Amen.
Now, when we went down and visited your facility, was there, do you feed the community? Like, somehow, is that like a everyday thing at a certain time every day? Like, what is that? What do you do exactly? What's going on there, I guess?
We have a number of activities and ministries that we offer. Not as many now, unfortunately, with COVID, as we were before, but we really try to make sure that all the what we call essential ministries are happening. we are blessed to host the Well Pantry, which is open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays from 9:30 to 11:30, and they hand out food to the neighborhood. They're one of the best food pantries, if not the best one here in the city, I'm going to say. They got personal care items. They have a baby toddler room. You can get diapers, baby food, formula, things like that. Very amazing asset to our community. We have a free clothing room that's open multiple days a week, Wednesdays and Thursdays, 10 to noon, as well as during all of our other special events, where people can come in and get clothes that they need. You know, a lot of people don't recognize that that's one of the bigger struggles, especially trying to keep clothes clean. If you don't have the money for a laundromat, you gotta, kind of rotate through the clothing that you have. And then finally, we have things like our second Saturday breakfast this Saturday from 8 to 10:30, right there on 24th South Main Street. We're gonna have a free community breakfast to go. And also, we're able to partner with the City of York Health Bureau, and they're going to be handing out free flu vaccines as well. So anybody who doesn't have the ability to get a flu vaccine can stop by and get a flu vaccine as well. We have the new program with the movement that just started today for kids to help them learn life skills and get the mentorship support that they have there. We host the Weary Arts Group, which helps to lead dance and music and acting and things like that on the West End. I can keep going, but we got a lot of awesome stuff that the people from around us and in the congregation, all the partnerships we're able to build, could do together to strengthen our community.
Wow. That does sound like you got a lot of moving parts in there. Now, how many people does it take to facilitate things like that? And are they volunteers or do they get paid to do that?
We have some staff. We got Lena Jenner, our administrator. She's the queen. We all have to bow down to her. She helps keep the glue and everything together in our office. We have Anu Banks with the movement, helps us to pull together with the community as well as help maintain the grounds of the building. Matt Wenzel's our musician. He's actually an area assistant principal, but he's an awesome musician, and he's able to help pull together many different gifts, many different styles of music, including our technology stuff. Pastor Beth is there to help with the congregational care as well, of course. But yeah, we have a lot of dedicated people, and we have a lot of awesome partnerships and people that we work with. And you know what, my theory is, if people want to be part of serving the community, loving our neighbors, then why are we doing it all differently in our own little silos? Why aren't we working together more? Why are we duplicating so much instead of actually pulling our resources together so that we can truly get people and try to get above our egos?
Wow. Yeah, man.
We try to preach that all the time, and that's kind of where we go with the whole support local business thing. It doesn't matter if you're another roofing company, if you install siding, if you're another insurance agent, there's enough food on the plate for everyone, man. And if everyone brings their resources together as a community, there's so many things that can be achieved, man. Instead of trying to battle for business or whatever the case may be, everyone pulls their resources together. You can accomplish a lot more together than you can by yourself, for sure. Yeah. For sure. It takes a village to do all these things, man. So we always kind of preach about our small bubble that we have, our little economical bubble that we have. We were just talking the other day, Ty, and it's like we sit here in our little bubble and we look around and we're, we don't understand all we understand, but we're not really affected as much as some other people are with all the shutdowns and all that kind of stuff, just with our field that we're in, being in multiple states, having multiple avenues that we do construction and remodeling and all that kind of stuff. It's you have to pull together. You have to pull together because there's people out there that are in our local community that are affected a lot more than what we realize, and sometimes if it's not right in your face, you just don't realize it.
Yeah. There's people that are figuring out what bill they're not going to pay.
Right, absolutely.
People sometimes lose that perspective, right?
Right.
That's what I love about Pastor Joel, Selena, Anu, the whole team. Like, I go by Penn Street every day, and they're serving every day, right? And the homeless people that are just great people that sleep there because that's one of the safest places where they're not going to get kicked out. And there's a respect in the village of the people for the people, and that's one of the things I love is they have that respect in our city.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for
Good
sure.
stuff.
For
Good
sure.
stuff. So if someone
Can I speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
I missed it.
Yeah. No, sorry to interrupt. We're on a little delay, so I'm trying to jump in, but yeah, I mean, Shane, I appreciate that. We got a number of people sleeping on our property that we work with the best we can. I want to give a big shout out though to Robin Shearer and Friend and Families of PA, her organization. Robin does the majority of street outreach here in the city, and without her, we would be in a really bad spot, worse than we are. But we're seeing right now really just, I think, the tip of the iceberg when it's going to come to the homeless crisis here in New York. As you guys said, there's a number of organizations that are able to kind of weather the storm. A lot of people also who have lost their jobs. And right now we're looking at the eviction moratorium running out in January. And people are going to be homeless. And right now the shelters are at 50% capacity.
Wow.
So people don't have places to go. And so, yeah, what we try to do at Union is provide not anything to sleep, but also work with the people and, minister to the people and help the people any way we can to help them take those next steps. But unfortunately, just the reality of it is that our county homeless coalition, I know for a family looking to get off the street, they're at 75 family wait list right now. So I just want to lift that up as something people to keep in their prayers and try to find ways to support people and to support your local nonprofits. And the one thing I will throw in there though is if you see people sleeping at Union, we don't necessarily want you to just drop stuff off.
It's funny that you say that, Joel. I was going to touch on that, man. I seen you put a post up about that.
Yeah, if you want to donate to the church on their behalf, that's awesome. You can bring in clothing, food, personal care items, but don't just dump things on the steps. Don't just dump things on the ground because it'll get rained on. Or a lot of times people donate stuff that's really not appropriate. Like we don't need raw beef and chicken sitting on our front steps, things like that. So.
Yeah. So if somebody wanted to donate something, where do they take it?
The best thing to do with the church is Selena's there Monday to Friday, 9 to 1. You can call the office. You can look this up. Find our website. I put in the link there. You can shoot us a message on Facebook or let us know that you have a donation, and we'll make sure if you can't do it 9 to 1, we'll get someone that can pick it up another time. And, shameless plug, you can always bring it with you at 10:30 on Sunday morning when you come to worship, and we'll take it there.
Amen.
Wink, wink. That was a wink, wink, right?
Yeah, shameless plug, I said. Yeah.
Right. Good stuff. So what else? What you mentioned the breakfast. When is the breakfast?
Second Saturday of each month, so that's this Saturday.
Okay.
We'll start from 8 to 9:30. Out there on the steps, same place we're going to be doing the turkeys.
Okay.
And we'll have the clothing room open, and like I said, the health bureau is coming. Amazing woman Melanie and another amazing woman Audrey Johns will be there, and they're going to help with administering the flu vaccines to people who need one of those.
Oh wow. Okay, so you offer that as well too.
Again, that's the City Health Bureau. It's just part of the beauty of building partnerships and building relationships, and that's a big part of what we're about. It's building relationships.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. I had no idea that you guys were so inundated or involved, I guess, with so many aspects of things going on. I mean, Shane had mentioned you guys, I don't know how many times, but I wasn't really listening to what he was saying until it wasn't really sinking in until right now. It's pretty wow, what you guys and how involved in the community that you are, and now you're involved with the movement and the things that you provide people. You give them a safe place to stay, that's a place where people can drop off clothes and food during normal business hours. and the breakfast every second Saturday of the month and stuff. And I'm sure there was more that you said. It's a lot for me to take in right now because there is so much that you do, and that's awesome. And I'm glad that we as a team, you know, the TC Backer family has been able to partner up with you. And I know you didn't hesitate at all when Shane approached you about like, hey, this is what these knuckleheads are trying to do. You know, and you were like with open arms, come on down, man, do the turkeys. You didn't ask us 100 questions. You know, you were like, you're gonna feed the community, and that's really all you needed to hear. You know, to invite us, you know, and host us coming down there and doing the 21 turkey.
Yeah, I mean, they said yes first and signed the paperwork second.
Yes.
And that was the important thing was, you know, time, getting this thing locked up. And, you know, they do such a good job at not duplicating, and he said it right. I didn't even think about it until we were down there talking. You know, there's things they see like we see in our craft. Well, in the way that they are part of the community at the level they are, there's things that they can do that other people duplicate, and sometimes maybe even get taken advantage of, where if it was an outlet that gathered those resources, they can be more refined and have less loss. And that's a point that I never even realized. Yeah. So going to a trusted outlet, and that's why I like dealing with them and the movement. I know they're trusted to the core of getting it to the people. Like, that's a fact. And making sure that people get on their way and move up in life if they want to move up. And if they're going to be there, they'll be served. And that's the great thing. So when they have all this extra, you know that those other things have been, you know, through their filter system, which is a pretty good one.
Yeah, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, Pastor Joel, I got a question for you, man. I try to ask this question to everyone that comes on the show. What motivates or drives you to get up and do what you do every day to help all the people? Because it's tiring, man. It takes a lot of energy. You know, it's not your typical 9-to-5 type gig. You know, it's never ending. It's long nights. It's early mornings. It's weekends. It's at any point in time someone can call your phone, and I guarantee you answer it. You know, what drives you to be that type of person, to be that beacon of light in the community, man?
Well, I mean, the big thing, of course, for me is the call of God to serve in this way. And, you know, we really teach about being followers of Christ here at the church. It's not just saying it. It's not just talking the talk, but it's also walking the walk. And everybody's got the ability to share their gifts and resources. And everybody has gifts and resources, talents and abilities, interests, time that they can use, or something along that way. It's not just, oh, Pastor Joel or Selena or Anu or, you know, things like that. But we have a great congregation, God of leadership, great people in the community that come and volunteer. Even if they don't come to worship with us, they come and they participate. But for me, it's really that call. It's that sense of, this is what God's called me to do. It's to love my neighbor as myself. It's to share the good news that God's love's for all people. It's not just for certain people. It's not this group or that group. And that's one reason why I really celebrate, love the diversity of York and all the different ways we can see and experience God around us. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it can be tiring. It can be long days. It can be late night phone calls. If I see you calling, I might not answer, but other people probably, you know. But, you know, it's a blessing to be able to work with the people and to be amazed to see what everybody is doing and to learn the stories and build those relationships. But like I said, this is God's work. It's the Holy Spirit at work. And
Amen.
And we are really called to be those beacons of light, like you said, to share that good news and to preach that welcome and inclusion and not pushing people or dividing people aside.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. So
Do you remember when you got the call?
For the show tonight? I don't remember.
No, the call to serve.
I'm joking.
When you got your call to serve, do you remember when that was?
Well, all right. So here's the family curse line. My grandfather and two of his three brothers were ordained pastors. My grandfather, Gordon Falconer, was at St. Matthew's Lutheran Church, another great congregation here in York, and was there from 1944 to 84.
Wow.
So he was there his entire career. I even have a copy of the sermon he preached after the end of World War II, which is really kind of amazing.
Wow.
But my dad's an ordained pastor. He's a retired professor at Theological Seminary at Gettysburg, which is now United Lutheran Seminary. My mother, Pastor Beth Falconer, she's on staff with us now at the church, and she's been, a great mentor. And so my personal call story is that most of my life I made fun of my parents for being pastors. I said, I'm going to have a real job that, that does something important, and I don't have to deal with all the church stuff and church politics and all those things you love to see and hear about. But I would say it's in high school where it started to hit me that this is what God's called me to do. And I tried to run from it a couple times. I kept thinking of other things I could do and other things I could do and other things I could make a whole lot more money doing. And but I kept getting pulled back for this. And one of the key things, two key things, is one, my grandfather Falconer, and my whole family, but my grandfather and grandmother Falconer really taught us the understanding of, in God's eyes, we're all the same. I'm no better than you. You're no better than me. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. We are equal in the eyes of God. Amen. And to really live our life that way. I don't have more value than anybody else. They don't have more value than me. And I really kind of live into that as best as I can in their honor. And my belief, when I deal with people from all types of backgrounds and in all types of situations. And the other big inspiration is Pastor Beth, my mother, who would deal with me as my early high school brain working, trying to think all this God stuff works, and keeping her up till 2 a.m, asking these deep questions about how does God do this, or why is that, or what's going on here, and how can that be possible? And she put up, and she really helped me through it, and I'm thankful for that.
Amen.
Yeah, man.
Wow, those are some deep roots.
Yeah.
That's experience,
Yeah,
man. We talk about that all the time. That gives me goosebumps,
Yeah.
man. That's deep. I'd love to hear that sermon sometime. That's awesome. So thanks for sharing that.
A lot of history there.
Yeah, for sure.
Man. Good stuff. Let's do some shout outs.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, man.
Colin Cross, what's up, buddy? Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in every single week. Like always, Clark Spencer, Lauren Homko, David KX, top fan. Thanks for tuning in. You're about 19 turkeys short there on the emojis, buddy.
Yeah.
Tina, what's going on? Alan Tyson, Robert Bush, Kim Smith, Mike Wood, Jason Worrell, Eric Rome. If I'm pronouncing any of your names wrong, I apologize. Chuck in the Truck, what's going on, buddy? Paul Hattersley, Todd Rawhauser, what's up, buddy? Another top fan.
Yo.
Bobby Witt, he's a big window buster, weather buster, windows, TC Backers brand. Thank you very much for tuning in. Brittany Butler, Bobby Witt, I just said you, Perry Ware, Sherry Spangler, Diane Brooks, Gio Molina. I don't think that he's watching anymore. I think he went to sleep, but shout out to you, buddy, on the replay. Mm-hmm. Janice Shearer, Jim Roast, Mark Brickner, Houdini, what's going on, buddy? Brian Kaufman, Pamela Strife, Tara Rome, Carolyn Yori, Christy, what's going on? Long time no see. Hope everything is well with you. James K. Delisio Jr., J.D. Stern, George Myers. He was our guest last week. We had a great show last week, George. Thank you very much, man. I actually watched that show on replay, man, and you kicked butt. We should probably sign you up for a second week. Michael Backer, Brandy Machowski, Lisa Worrell. I believe that's Dave's wife.
Yeah.
Lisa Worrell.
Yep. I think you're right, too.
Ashley Folkemer.
It's my wife. Come on, man. Get the name right.
My bad. All right, Ty, you take it over, buddy.
Okay. Well, I just saw Tessa. I saw Bobby Witt, and Jana was nice enough to remind me of that today's Veterans Day. And Bobby Witt, proud supporter of the Weather Buster Window and Doors, is a veteran. And Bobby, I want to thank you for your service, and I'm sure that there's many more veterans on here. Diana Brooks, thank you so much today for that message. She was the one that sent me that long message today.
Yep.
I was actually, Vic had mentioned about reading it and making it anonymous, but I guess I kind of blew that. But thank you for the kind words. I took it home and let Jana read it. It was definitely a good day to hear that. Just, with it raining and stuff, I kind of get into a little funk, and to hear something nice, from somebody. And honestly, a lot of times that's all we need. Just to see a smile on somebody else's face and to be able to smile back is sometimes all I need, just for a little pick me up.
Yeah,
you
for
know
sure.
what I mean? And she messaged me this 3-page, really nice about the 21 turkey salute, and just good stuff. Good. Thank you.
We got a first-time watcher here too. Tessa Conley, thank you for joining us. If you would go ahead and please share this out. Like TC Backer's page, if you hit the bell on the top of the page, it'll notify you every time we go live. We're constantly updating on what we're doing in the community. We're bringing people in from all different aspects of business and supporting local business. If you ever have any kind of questions, just post it in here. Someone will get to you with the question. We'll either answer it live, or if we cannot find the information, we will get back to you privately. But we definitely pay attention to the comments and everything. Thank you very much for joining. And I also see that we got Keith Fisher in here.
Yep.
He works for Ryan Homes, a builder that we do work for. So thank you for tuning in, buddy.
Yep. You're welcome, Bobby. Love you too, my man.
Yeah, and a shout out to my father-in-law, Brad. Thank you for your service, and all the veterans out there. Thank you.
Yep. Thank
Appreciate
you for
it.
freedom today.
Yes. thank
Alan
you.
Tyson, good to see you, buddy.
Boom. Alan,
Robert
good
Bush,
to see
good
you.
friend of mine. Bob Bush, I know Chris shouted you out, but I felt some kind of way about not acknowledging you. Tina, Vic's wife, good to see you. Thank you very much. Jana, God bless you, honey. She's definitely #1 fan. For whatever reason, it doesn't ever show up and that kind of irritates her that she's not the top fan. A+++.
Yeah.
I know, but we'll look into that. I'll have Vic dig into that.
Oh, thanks for the birthday dinner, you and Janet. Thanks
you're welcome.
for the birthday dinner. We had a good time.
You're welcome.
That food was so good.
It was
I
good.
mean, we ate everything from appetizers, candy bacon, to how about that dessert with the apple and the ice cream and all
Yes.
that. Shout out, that was a good dinner.
sounds
So
good.
thank you for the birthday dinner.
Yeah.
So
There's
shout
Rock.
out.
Yeah.
Please
what's going
drop
on,
your
Rock?
town.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And everyone that's a part of the 21 Turkey Salute, we still need some stuff. Like I said, cups, sugar, creamer, 40 pounds of cranberry sauce. But yeah, if you think there's something, volunteers. So thank you to Brandon, and he's going to give us which McDonald's. But for the people, and Superior Meats George, the butcher.
Yeah.
Everything he's done, Pastor Joel, the movement, everyone that's been a part of greasing the wheels and making this possible, and anyone that's told anybody and shared this out, at the end of the day, you feel a certain type of way if you just eat on your own plate.
Yeah.
Like, you should be able to feed other people in life in
Yeah.
some emotional way, financial way, physical way. I didn't even know about the clothes. I know, I've done stuff and been a part of the community. I know that the post office, when they do their food drive in May, I think it is, that's because the food pantries are at the lowest. But with COVID, it's changed everything, and Pastor Joel can tell you that.
Yeah.
But, and I really want, if you could touch base again on who it was that the pantry is, because I'd like to know, because I'd like to be able to give to that pantry. What's the name of that pantry?
The Well Food Pantry.
The Well
Patty
Food-
Gowan is the director there. She's
It's called the
one
Well
of our
Food
council
Pantry.
members and members of the church.
Okay, cool. Because I've never heard of that, and I want to be able to support that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. With
And
you.
honestly, guys, just to kind of circle back on what Shane was saying there, just because you can't afford to necessarily physically feed somebody or donate clothing or donate money, a good attitude is free. You know what I mean? Walking around and always having a good attitude, complimenting people, being nice to people, that kind of stuff is free. It does not cost anything. It honestly feels good. If you can do something to brighten somebody's day with a simple, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Asking a question, engage them in conversation. like you said, Ty, I mean, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
It'll bring someone out of the dumps.
Yeah.
It lets them know that they're seen by other people.
Yeah.
And it's free. It doesn't cost anything, and it makes you feel good at the end of the day.
Yeah.
There's the 21 turkeys, Bobby Wood. Thank you, buddy.
There you go. Keith, thanks, buddy. Thank you. We couldn't do it without you guys at Ryan Homes. Seriously, thank you very much for everything that you guys do for us. And I want to touch a little bit more on holding a door open for somebody is free.
Man.
Being polite is free. Brewer posted something about about an email, interpreting an email wrong. Okay, and then there were some comments in there about just in the email, please and thank you, not even saying hey or hi, just getting to the point and not even saying thank you at the end. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can interpret it in so many ways if you don't add just 2 polite words or 4. Hey, how are you? Or thank you at the end sincerely. You know what I mean? It's just being polite because things are so crazy right now. You know, when Diane sent me that message today, I really thought about. I went home and I really thought about how crazy has this year been. I mean, the emotional up and down roller coaster ride. How badly some people have been affected. How crazy everybody has been. Like the stress level that everyone's under, and I think we've gotten so used to being on edge and having that stress level. Like I wake up like already kind of like stressed. You know what I mean? Every decision that we make is based around COVID. Or the guy's going to touch this. Can we send them there? Should we call the homeowner first? Should they wear booties? Should they wear a mask? Should they wear gloves? Like every single decision that we make on a daily basis revolves around this stinking virus. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, I have just had it up to here. And I can't even imagine what everyone else is going through because I got pretty thick skin. I feel I've put myself through so much in life that I've been able to endure physical and mental pain.
Imagine a family with 4 kids that have a 1-bedroom apartment that can't have more space.
But those people who are afraid to come out of their house, the fear that these people are living in.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, think about that. I go to Target and all these people are running around with their face mask on. Now, I wear a face mask, but I'm like looking at them and you can just kind of tell like everybody's on edge. You know what I mean? It's like, and just a simple, hey, how are you? All muffled through the mask. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Like, we're in this together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if we're
absolutely.
like, we're all in this together.
Amen.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to cut you off. Come on through.
Yeah.
Come on through. You know what I mean? Like, we all have to have empathy is the word that I'm looking for. We have to have empathy.
Amen.
Right.
You know what I mean? We
Yeah,
have to really,
100%.
right now is the time where we all, and Diane said it in that thing, like, we're all in this together. We are.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
all in this together. We're all, everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because I might be able to go home and hide myself in the house, okay? But when I leave, it's like back out there we are again. It's like we're there. We're all in this. Like I can't get out what I'm really trying to say, but I feel like maybe we don't slow down enough to realize the pain that everybody, or the anxiety, the anxiousness, the fear, living in fear. I know, I'm going to throw it out there. When I got sober 10 years ago, one of the biggest things that I didn't want to do anymore was live in fear. That is what I've been taught over the past 10 years. Is like, I don't want to live in fear anymore. And here, all of that emotion has gotten stirred back up in me over the past 9 months. And it's like, and when the face masks came into effect, it was like, that's me living in fear. I refused to wear the mask there for a minute. Do you know what I mean? But then after I was able to digest like everything that was going on, it's not even about me.
No, it's
and I was
getting
also
educated.
taught about, that's what I've been taught too. This isn't even about me.
Amen.
It's about everyone else. That's why I'm wearing this mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so confusing. Like nobody knew. There's no one I can call and say, hey, what's tomorrow going to be like? What would you do if you were under this circumstances? Or like there's no one we can call and talk to. No one's been through this before.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
some scary shit. This is like unprecedented stuff. Like this is something that we can say 10 years from now. You know, when our grandchildren, the stories that we can tell our grandchildren, there was a pandemic back in 2020 that we experienced. They'll have no idea what we're talking about or what we went through. The stuff, the hand sanitizer, where the heck is it? Dude, when it first broke out, I got myself sick by using this so much. I was getting a sore throat. I was getting a real bad headache. I couldn't figure it out. Well, what was going on is I was absorbing so much alcohol into my system. It was making me physically ill because I was so paranoid.
Yeah.
You know, every morning I'd wake up, I'd sit at the edge of the bed, and I was holding my breath. Because that was one of the things that they asked you to do, or whatever. If you couldn't hold your breath longer than 20 seconds or start to cough, that you probably had COVID. Do you know what I mean? Like all this up and down.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to go off
I
on a tangent
remember,
there
I remember
a little
when it
bit,
started.
but
There's a lot of people that are feeling that, and that makes it even greater what we're doing. It's a COVID-friendly 21 turkey salute. And like Pastor Joel said, what they're doing for the community and what they're a part of, you know, they're kind of like the North Star where you can go to find resources, you know. And for us, it was easy, right? We made a few phone calls and boom, right? And then the people that we all know in the community already are working with you, right? Right, from Selena to Anu, like all these people, we all know each other. So there's already a trust and a factor that it's going to go right to the community. And that's what I love, and it's so important now. So we appreciate you, Pastor Joel,
man.
and your whole staff.
Yeah.
And thanks for hosting this, man.
Yeah, for real. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, dude. You guys are doing the hard work. It's easy for us to provide the space, and that's what I'm saying. You guys get credit for doing this hard work, and we're just blessed to be able to partner with you. I just want to also put that on the 22nd, the city is doing a homeless outreach event. Again, right there at the church, we're going to be hosting it. Same spot. We'll be doing that as an opportunity. I'm trying to pull up the exact details. I'm sorry, I have to look that up. It'll be in the afternoon on that Sunday, the 22nd. Again, there'll be food. They'll be handing out personal care items, clothing, stuff like that. We just continue to try to find ways to work along, and we're blessed to be able to have the partners and relationships that we do. And, the reality is, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, we wear these masks, we do these things. It's been a big push for us in the church. We want people to be safe. We want people to wear their masks, to take the precautions that they need, because that's the way that we can continue to serve. And like you said, it's not about me. It's about someone else. So I wear the mask for you. You wear the mask for me, and it's important that we do this. It's not a political statement. It's not some sort of pride, fear. It's just pure. How do we love and care for our neighbors? By putting a mask on, by doing the things we need to do, and that's how we take care of each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Way to put it in perspective, for sure. So what all is going on here?
Yeah,
Derek said, let's get it. Good to see you, buddy. What were you going to say?
So I just want to kind of touch on the 21 turkey salute here real quick. If any new people are joining in here, there is a Facebook event going on. TC Backers Facebook page is tagged in it. The Union Lutheran Church is tagged in it. I believe the Movement Facebook group is tagged in it. But basically what it is, it's going on November 25th. It's a Wednesday, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, from 3 to 6 p.m. down at 24 South Penn Street. It's the side street right next to the Union Lutheran Church. We're going to be setting up 21 turkey pots, and we're going to be deep frying 21 turkeys at the same time. It's going to set a new world record for the number of turkeys deep fried at one time. And it is also going to feed a bunch of people. So if there's anyone out there that doesn't know what they're going to do for Thanksgiving, if you don't have anywhere to go, even if you have somewhere to go and you just want to come hang out with the community, and maybe participate, bring your kids down. I will say from personal experience, if you have never experienced any kind of food drive or any kind of event where they're handing out food or stuff to people in need, it is a very humbling experience. If you do not come from that, I'm taking my kids down because it's something that I have witnessed in my life, and it was a wow factor I'll never forget. Mm-hmm. It kind of puts things into perspective on sometimes it's we forget how good you have it sometimes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like I said though, you don't have to be in a bad situation to come down.
Amen.
If you just want to come down and hang out with the community and have a good time and laugh and try to forget about all the stuff that's going on in the world and in the community right now, just come down. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have the whole TC Backer family there. Yeah. Shane's going to be there. A lot of the people that we're involved with are going to be there. If there also is anyone out there that let's just say you don't want to come down because of COVID or something like that. If you reach out to us ahead of time, we will deep fry a turkey for you and put some stuff together for to-go boxes, so you can take it home and enjoy it with your family yourselves.
Yeah, we're actually doing extra turkeys. I don't want to say on the side, but we're going to do more than 21 actually. We'll have sides, and it's not just for the community itself. First responders are more welcome. Like, everyone's welcome to come down and have a plate of food. Like PJ was saying, it's about getting the community together, pulling together. We're all in this together.
Yes.
Together. Something positive instead of all this negative crap that's going on. Let's just come out, have a good time, have some deep fried turkey. If you never had any before, it's awesome. It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best way. It's the only way that I've had turkey on Thanksgiving at our house for the past 12 years. It's just, it takes about 3.5, 4 minutes per pound. So about an hour and a half, you can have a 17-pound turkey fried up. It's quick, it's moist, it doesn't get dried out. Yeah, it's good stuff. Shane's gonna do 40 pounds of cranberry sauce. I'm really excited to see how this turns out.
Excited for the
I
cranberry
like the
sauce.
Jello gelatin type or whatever. It's got like that jelly or whatever in it. You know what I'm saying?
That jelly
That's my
type
favorite.
structure,
But I'll help you
40
come over
pounds.
and crush them. We'll get a big tub and crush them.
Like
with our
wine,
feet.
but it's
Are you guys going to take your socks off
Yeah,
and
we're
get
gonna-
in there in the barrel?
We're
and
first
crush
going up to get a pedicure, then we're not just going to go out there and do it. We're
Let's
gonna
do that.
pedicure.
Great. That sounds like we'll make a day of it.
And pedicure and
We'll
then
get our nails
cranberries.
done.
And then we'll do the cranberries.
Yeah.
Clear coat.
Yeah,
Nothing
that's
wrong
right.
with the clear coat.
Cool.
Hey, Pastor Joel, I didn't know your wife was a teacher at York City. Well, my daughter is a teacher, but York City School does, and the York City School Police does something called Play Patrol. You ever hear that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I actually was talking to Officer Brittany today about that. They're trying to get all that pulled together. So
Can you tell them what that is? We did we got them part of the turkeys that we got through the deal that Ty and TC Backer, because they got a huge bunch of turkeys. And so I just wanted to shout that out because that's such an integral part of York. Can you tell them what the Play Patrol does real quick?
Oh yeah, the school district of the city of York, quite the name. I love it. They're police officers. They're police force. They have their own police force. They get together with people around the community and they cook a big Thanksgiving meal the day of Thanksgiving, and they drive it around and deliver it to people, or you can pick it up there. It's just an amazing outreach for the city and something for our city to be proud of and our school district to be proud of. And a big thank you again to the school district City of York police officers for pulling that together. So yeah, to be honest, that's what's so awesome, right? Like I said, the 22nd, that's Sunday, we have this homeless awareness community giveaway. The city is sponsoring along with us and some other people. There's going to be food and toiletries and clothes and everything else. We have the 21 turkey, not 21 gun, my bad. 21 turkey salute on the 25th there, that Wednesday, and then the next day there's food there with the city school district police officers. So the generosity of the city. So what I love to see is that to continue on. People are hungry all year. Shane or someone mentioned there's often collections in May because summer becomes a really dry few months for the food pantries often. So these are things I think we need to keep doing throughout the year. That's stuff we try to do throughout the year because, it's great. Everybody wants to feel good for the holidays, but, come January, often things start to dry up. So let's keep this momentum moving.
Yeah, and we'll do everything we can. Believe me, we all heard what the months that you guys struggle the most, and we'll see if we can't get more involved. We're always looking for something to do. If we can focus on one area where we feel like we might be able to make
Some traction where we don't have to bounce around because we're all
Yes.
super busy. So when we build these relationships, that lets us expand it, but keep going, and because we have a lot doing, like everyone. So I agree.
I like it. Good stuff. I'm really glad that Shane introduced us to you. I feel good about it.
I like that program that you were just talking about, Pastor Joel. The thing that they do on Thanksgiving Day, and maybe that is another avenue that we can go if we have any extra stuff after the event that we need to get rid of. Maybe we can get in contact with someone out there that we can just give them some stuff too to hand out to the You know what I mean? If we got some extra turkey or any of that kind
And
of
I
stuff.
got Brittany's number, just so you know. Brittany's one of my buddies. The new chief is Quinn. Chief Quinn is the new chief of police for the school. Their whole team, Percy, all of them are amazing over there. But I have Brittany's number, and we did get about 4 or 5 cases of turkeys at this. What I was saying, the same time, we just got about 4 or 5 cases that we're going to be taking fresh. So they are going to have the same turkeys.
Nice.
And if anyone wants more, they can use more. But we did order the Gary Group. We got 4 or 5 cases that are going over at the same purchase that we had to get in by the 9th.
Nice.
You know, to get them fresh. But we can always get plenty of turkeys for people.
Yeah.
So that's nice to see this 3 event thing right there. Pretty awesome.
It is good.
So I see in the feed that Jason Worley with Belmont Beans offering sugar and cups from the Belmont Bean Company over there on
They
Belmont
got
Street.
wicked good coffee over there.
Yeah, that's
The
awesome.
owners all right, but the coffee's good.
Thank you so much, Jason and Belmont Bean. Buy local example right there. Right, keep it local. The level of passion when you keep it local is just unreal. Right, when you see the people that you help, and when you see them progress and just have that joy. I guess I'm on the streets of York every day. So, like, when I see these people, like Pastor Joel said it, like his grandfather and his father taught him, right? And his grandmom and his mom, that we're all equal, man. Our humanness is equal. Our title might be different. Our zip code might be different. Our color might be different. Our accent, the amount of teeth we have, the way we look, all that might be different, which it probably is. But our humanness is equal. And that's the beautiful thing about what Union is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Dallas had mentioned something in here to remind the veterans in need about this today of all days. They need to know that they are appreciated. Yes.
Yes, and Pastor Joel, can you tell them about the veteran place we have on King Street that serves the veterans?
Yeah, Sandy Walker's place for the veterans there back on the corner of King and Penn. They provide a lot of amazing resources. They are a pillar of the neighborhood and the city. So I would say reach out to them. If you're a veteran in need, reach out to Sandy's Helping Hands for the veterans, and they will do everything they can to try to hook you up with whatever they can and connect you to the services that you need. They're an amazing organization. Definitely one to celebrate here in York.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's right near you guys, so it's only a block away.
Yeah.
Yep, right behind us, a block away. Bell Socialization's got their drop-in center for people with different mental health struggles. And I mean, I'm telling you, there's tons of hidden gems throughout this city, groups that are doing amazing stuff. And as we're able to come together more and more and build these relationships, we can just continue to move this city forward.
Well, we'll just have to keep bringing you on once every so often, and you can highlight, because I'm just saying, you have a great like a lighthouse, right? And you're like a beacon of that. It seems like that's the feeling I get, and so it's good that you can share this, because so many people don't know, and we have amazing people that are part of this beautiful community with behind the tool belt.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
it's just, it feels like a great
Yeah, I'm
fit.
happy to come on whenever. Like I said, there's amazing stuff going on, and kind of like Shane, I like to just get out and walk around. I'm not running so much. I should run more. My health plan. But I like to get out, walk around, meet the people, just walk into businesses, say hi to everybody, and just find out what's going on, see what's happening, see what resources people have, and how we can work together. So it's a great opportunity.
Absolutely. Good stuff, man. I'm really excited about this, because we're always like, what are we going to do next? What are we going to do next? And now
I'm not
we're
worrying about that.
Yeah, now we can kind of focus on this. Keep it simple and just focus on one thing. And,
Yeah, I mean, just working
try
for
to-
the summer to keep this
Uh-huh.
fed.
Yeah.
It's nice to have another resource that we can go to when we're in that position that we're like, all right, what's next?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That,
Yep.
that we have another person that we can bounce an idea off of, or just say, hey, have you heard anything? Is there anyone out there that you know of that really needs help right now? Or, you know what I mean? It's always good to have all those possibilities and just add another one to the list there.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Thank you, Chuck, for the kind words, buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
Sam, good to see you, girl. Jocelyn, I saw you snuck in on us. Who Who else is out there? I don't want to forget anybody. Acknowledge everyone. Bob Stauffer, good to see you, buddy. Kim, I see you, kid.
Thank you, Belmont Bean Company. Appreciate that tonight.
Yes.
Definitely.
I haven't had a cup of their coffee yet. I feel guilty now. Guess we might have to sneak out there. Yeah, road trip.
I mean, someone's got to test the product before we take it down there.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
right. That's right. That's right.
Well, this is definitely the right group for that.
Yes, we do like our coffee around here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
I just actually started doing the coffee in the morning. I got a new Keurig, so I've been getting spoiled in the morning.
Yeah.
Get a cup of coffee before I start my day.
Yep.
So that's always good. It's always good to start that out.
Heck yeah.
Start it off right.
What's your favorite coffee?
I use the Donut Shop. Little Donut Shop K-Cups
Yeah.
with some
That's
hazelnut
a good one.
creamer.
You can't go wrong.
That used to be my favorite.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Mhm.
And the Keurig puts it out at the perfect temperature.
Yes.
Like I don't burn my mouth on it. I put my creamer in there, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
I can down it before I leave my house,
Yep,
and
it's quick.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to touch base, guys, we got the 21 Turkey Salute coming up. It's going to be the 25th of November. That's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We're going to be deep frying 21 turkeys down at 24 South Penn Street. We're going to be giving all the food out to the community. There's going to be mashed potatoes, stuffing, gravy. If Shane makes cranberry sauce, I hear there's going to be some desserts and obviously turkey. The whole TC Backer family is going to be there. Bring your kids out. Come out and check out what we got going on. Get a plate. If there's anyone out there that needs a turkey, reach out to myself. My cell number is 717-916-0732. No questions asked. We'll deep fry you a turkey up for your family.
Yep.
Send you some sides home so you guys can enjoy your holiday. No questions asked. No judgment.
Nope.
Pastor, you said that they got an event going on the 22nd as well. You guys got one going
Yeah,
on?
they got the city's doing their annual homeless outreach, passing out coats, blankets, sleeping bags, personal care items, and they're trying to pull together some food to put out for people too. So that'll be happening Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to donate to that or be a part of that, reach out to Pastor Joel. You can Facebook message Union Lutheran Church. You can call them. The office is open 9 to 1 Monday through Friday. You can call into there and get any kind of details for that. And then there's also going to be an event on Thanksgiving Day themselves where the police officers are going to be out handing out food to the families and that kind of stuff. So there's lots of good stuff going on. Support local business. Please like and share this page. Update or hit the bell for notifications so you get updated when we go live. Pastor Joel, it was great having you on here, man.
It was.
Very great. I learned a lot of
Thank
stuff.
you very much for
what's
the
going on,
invite.
man.
Hey, so Robin popped on. Robin Shearer. She's one of our.
There she is. Yeah, you got to get Robin on here sometime. She can give you the real rundown.
Yes, Robin, we would love to have you on. If you can message Chris Baker or message me and I'll do a group thing. Robin, you're always doing something. You're awesome. We'd love to have you on. Amazing. Thank you, everyone, for sharing this and being a part of this. We need more people to keep participating and just keep the movement of all this going.
Yeah, man.
One thing, there's a yin and a yang to everything, right? So, and I don't know if I was born to always look on the bright side or not, but that's just the side I look on. And, I see more gratefulness in people. I see companies more grateful for their clients more grateful for good companies, and more giving. And the more you can localize this, awesome. The more you can localize this, the more important it is. Right here it is, man. The Homeless Awareness Community Giveaway, November 22nd, Union Church, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Awesome.
Yeah,
and they're
awesome.
looking for some help with food to feed some people.
Yeah.
So if you can be a part of that.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching. Just want to hit everyone with the message of the day here. It is free to be kind to others. It does not cost anything. Support local business. Hold the door for somebody. Compliment their hair. Even if you're having a bad day, man, you never know how you can affect somebody by just simply saying hi, hello, how are you? It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Pastor Joel, once again, thanks for being on here, man.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will see everyone next week,
Can I give
Wednesday. What's up?
Can I give an invitation to everybody since I'm on here?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to invite everybody. Of course, I'm not. If you have a place of worship, you're happy. I hope you can support it and continue to help that mission forward. If you're looking for a community-focused, Christ-centered, diversity-celebrating congregation, check us out at unionlutheran.org. Check out our Facebook page or Instagram. And we have worship every Sunday morning online on our Facebook page at 9 o'clock, as well as in person at 10:30. So just check out our stuff. We'd love to have you join us, be part of what we do, and be part of our commitment to follow Christ and to serve our neighbors and love our neighbors as Christ loves us. Thank you guys so much.
Hey,
for having
Pastor
me.
Joel, can you give us a prayer, man? Can you give us some prayer before we go?
Some people are beyond prayers, Shane.
Hi, listen. Thank God we have a Heavenly Father. But and thank you to all the veterans too out there. For all the veterans, thank you. But if you could, we would appreciate
Yeah, hey,
that.
let me know when, and I can offer a prayer. It's fine.
Thank you. Yep, if you could do that.
All right, let's pray. Holy and gracious God, we give you thanks for this awesome opportunity to come together to share about the amazing work that you are doing through so many people here in New York City. I want to thank you for the hosts of this awesome event, to all the people involved, to the CTC and all the ways in which they can be part of the community. I want to give you thanks for Shane and his running and his organizing and his promoting all this awesome stuff. I want to thank you for the call that you've given some people to serve in the military. I want to give you thanks for those who sacrifice their time, sacrifice their lives for the sake of our country and for the well-being of the world. So I want to bless and strengthen all veterans, especially those who find themselves in need or homeless. Inspire all of us, God, so that we can continue to share your light and to share your good news, to share your acceptance, to share your love, to share your grace with each other. And it's with the power of your Holy Spirit, and it's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Good stuff.
Thank you. Good stuff, man.
Yep, great show tonight, guys. Everyone, we'll see you next week. Episode 47, Behind the Tool Belt with TC Backer. Tune in. Make sure you tune in. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming up.
Yep. Be kind.